Hi guys, I'm back again today with another reaction video, and today we're checking out Don't Ever Write Inshallah by Mufti Menk. I don't know if I've reacted to him yet, but we're gonna find out why. I saw this on my recommendation. I was like, I want to know why. So I'm curious, and that is how I ended up here. So let me know what you guys okay, that was actually my outro. But before we do start off, guys, subscribe if you haven't already. Click that bell button to get notified whenever I do upload a video. So guys, let's check this out.
Assalamu alaikum. Each time I write inshallah in English, people comment saying you must separate these three words inshallah, and you must not write it together because it has a bad meaning. It means create Allah, and someone said this and
Someone is gonna say something, right? Everybody has their own opinion.
Because it has a bad meaning, it means create Allah, and someone said this and someone said that, and it's wrong and you cannot. Okay, let me explain. It's not like we don't know how to spell it. If you are writing inshallah, which means if Allah wills, okay, in the Arabic language, if you're writing it in the Arabic language, the correct way of writing it is three separate words. Insha'a Allah. So insha'a Allah. And when you're saying it, you say insha'Allah. Okay? So I'm writing it in the Arabic language. The correct way of writing it is three separate words. Insha'Allah in the Arabic language. In any other language, if I am saying if Allah wills in English, I should write IF space ALLAH space WILLS. That's if Allah wills. Those are three separate words. But if I am doing what is known as a transliteration, which means it's Arabic, but I'm just writing it in another language for people to read it, I can write it anyhow, completely, for as long as it is readable to the people, legible, they can see it, they can read it. If you look at, the Malay language, they write insya Allah, the SYA. They pronounce the SY the way we pronounce SH. So they can write it how they want, for as long as when people read it, they read it inshallah. Because a transliteration means nothing. It is only making you read something. For example, I write Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. How should you write it? Come on. Don't get into such a silly argument. You can write BISM.
Silly arguments. Yeah, people just find fault, right? Instead of like someone looking at something in a positive way, they always try to look for the faults in a whole entire universe. Like, can't you guys relax, right? Can't you guys like, why do you have to look for the bad? Why can't you look for good? Why can't you look for an answer rather than causing more problem? Those little things are what create a huge problem, and now I understand. Like, I mean, I would have never known, but I'm glad that we're here now to kind of like understand. And I believe that he is a little bit frustrated because, yeah, people will question you on so many things without even realizing that they didn't even use those time that they are complaining to research about the problem at hand, right?
I write Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. How should you write it? Come on. Don't get into such a silly argument. You can write BISM. You don't need to write B space ISM space ALLAH space. You just write BISMILLAH. Bismillah. It's okay. You don't need to separate it because it's just a translation. Sorry, a transliteration. But if you are writing it in the Arabic language, you will need to write the ba, sin, mim, space, Allah, space, Ar-Rahman space Ar-Rahim, because that's the Arabic and that's how it should be written, okay? So I hope we don't argue with each other. Whenever you see it in the English language, please write it how you wish, for as long as it's closest to what is readable, for as long as it's closest to what you can actually, pronounce in the correct way. Some people write INSYALLAH because they speak Malay. That's fine. Others might say, why did you put a Y? Because that's how they pronounce it. I came across the name Khadija. In Turkish, some people spell it Hatice. I would say Hatis for that. No, it's actually Khadija. In Turkish, that's the way they write it. So what? Subhanallah, let them write it that way.
Yeah.
There is no one correct way of writing things. When people ask me, what's the best way to write this name I want to name my child? So I would give them what I think is the best, but that's not what the whole world thinks is the best. But in the Arabic language, there's only one way of doing it because it's an Arabic name or an Arabic word or an Arabic sentence. So now people say, well, if you write it all in one, then it has a meaning, create Allah. That's wrong. It doesn't have a meaning, create Allah. No, it doesn't. Because inshallah means if Allah wills, inshallah. We all say it together, inshallah, inshallah. But we know in the Arabic it's three separate words. If Allah wills, right. How do you say create Allah? Astaghfirullah. You would say inshi. Inshi is the amr. It is the instruction, right? The command. Inshi means to create. No one says inshi Allah. They say insha'Allah. That's what it is. So I think we needed to correct this. But if you disagree with me, no problem. This is what I know and I will stick by it. Unless you've proven me wrong, subhanallah. As far as I know, when it comes to sarf in the Arabic language, if you know a little bit of Arabic, it comes from ansha'a yunshi'u, and the amr is inshi. Thank you very much. It's not insha, okay? So may Allah make it easy for all of us. I think we should stop arguing about these things. And please, if you're writing it in Arabic, try and write it three separate words. And if you've written insha'a in one and Allah the next, although it's a mistake, but everyone knows what it means. Linguistically, it may be wrong, but it's not like kufr
And
or something.
if you didn't do it on purpose as well, like if you didn't know the language and you made a mistake, it's not like you're insulting. You didn't intend to insult somebody. Maybe you just accidentally did it. It's kind of like, let me say I'm learning Arabic, right? And let's say two words kind of like are close together. So what if I say the bad word instead of the good word or the good meaning? It's not like I did it because I want to insult you. I'm just doing it because I made a mistake. Like, people make mistakes. Like, we should really relax as human beings. We should stop being so angry at everything. Like, we're too angry. This generation is always angry at something. They're looking for mistakes. Everybody's trying to prove themselves right. We're all looking for, pointing fingers. We're all looking at people's, like, relax. Don't look for mistakes. Look for answers. Look for, what people like, try to encourage others rather than point out, like, I don't know how to even say it, because I get where he's coming from, because people are just so judgmental. I don't know what it is about our society nowadays. We just really like to judge everybody. Oh, you're wearing your socks wrong. Oh, you're doing this wrong. You're looking at this person wrong. You're breathing wrong. Your hair is coming out of your head wrong. Like, even things that you cannot control, they criticize you for. Like, come on, people. Like, I know that it's a different topic, but it's kind of like underneath the same foundation or the branch of where he's coming from, right? Like, we need to really, really focus on different things. We are focusing much more on the wrong rather than the right. But let's go back.
Okay?
Relax, girl.
So may Allah make it easy for all of us. I think we should stop arguing about these things. And please, if you're writing it in Arabic, try and write it three separate words. And if you've written insha'a in one and Allah the next, although it's a mistake, but everyone knows what it means. Linguistically, it may be wrong, but it's not like kufr or something. Okay? Scholars have spoken about it to say if someone writes it this way, well, it's not kufr, and it's not something that's a serious blunder, a major sin or something. It's not even a minor sin. It's just not the best way or the most correct way of writing it from the rules of the Arabic language. But if you are writing
imagine a child made that mistake, right? Of course, you're gonna teach the child not to do that because it's wrong. But you cannot be like, yo, you are so evil because you wrote it like this. Oh, God is gonna punish you. Like, the child didn't know any better. That is what I'm trying to say. Like, let people learn. Let people, like, encourage people. Don't put people down and don't look for mistakes. Like, let people make mistakes and let them learn from it, and encourage people to kind of like, you know, give positive affirmations rather than negative ones, right? Like, we need more positivity than negativity in this world. Come on, people.
Writing it from the rules of the Arabic language. But if you are writing it in another language, transliterating it from the Arabic, please write it however you feel it would be readable most accurately. May Allah make it easy. I spell it one word, INSHA, and then a capital A, LLAH, all in one. So INSHAALLAH, that's how I write it. And I know it means if Allah wills. May Allah bless you all. I hope we've nailed a little nail on that coffin. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us ease. I remember yesterday saying we don't use coffins, we use kafan. So inshallah, I hope we've enshrouded this matter in a beautiful way. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
He puts hashtag controversy. Well, I really like that he explained it, because I would have never known anyways, but I saw it on my feed and I was like, let me just see what this means, because I've heard it a lot of times. Even people who are not non-Muslim, who are non-Muslims, they do say it as well. And I was like, okay, let me just check. Is it like, I thought initially that you cannot write it at all, right? Because that's how the title looks like. But anyways, I know we kind of like went off topic a little bit, but I feel like there was an underlining deeper meaning to that as well. So let me know what you guys thought. If you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.